It is time for my Gear and Rave review of my top 10 shows of 2020. And guys, this was actually harder than I thought it would be because I went back and looked at all the shows I reviewed so far in 2020, back to January through now, and I kind of just compiled a list of the shows that I just loved. And if they made a great impression on me, I wrote it down, and I had about 17 that I thought, oh, I love these. Then I had to whittle it down to 10, because you can't have a top 17 list. It just doesn't sound right. Am I right, Matt? No, it's not right. It's not right. But I do want to give you some runners-up, okay? Runners-up. Almost made the cut, but didn't. Little Fires Everywhere with Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington. I really enjoyed the show. It didn't make the list because I did not like the ending. And I gotta tell you, if you're gonna have a great show, you gotta have a great ending. So it was close, but no cigar. My other runner-up is the Great British Bake Off, the Great British Baking Show. It was back this season. All the contestants quarantined together, so they didn't actually go home. And I tell you, the Great British Bake Off, the Great British Baking Show that we call in America, is what we need in 2020 because it's no fighting, no drama, just delicious goodness and kind people. So I love that. And our third runner-up, it came out very end of this year, and I'm still on episode 5, but I really like it. It's The Flight Attendant with Kaylee Cuoco. I'm really enjoying the show. It didn't make the top 10 because I liked other shows better, and I still don't identify with her character being so self-destructive. I just can't grasp that concept. Okay, those are the runners-up. Let's move on to the top 10. That was my announcer voice, guys. Ready? Number 10, it is Upload. Upload on Amazon Prime from Greg Daniels, who did the American version of The Office. This show was funny, insightful. It also made you think about life and technology and where it's going and, you know, living forever. I really enjoyed this show. It was renewed for season 2, so I cannot wait for them to start shooting season 2 so I can find out what happens. Love this show. That is my number 10 of 2020. Moving on to number 9 of 2020, another Amazon show, Hunters. This show surprised me. I typically don't watch shows like this. Sometimes a little bit too graphic, too violent. It's about Nazi hunters, and I thought, I am not going to like this show. But I was on the edge of my seat every single episode, loving it. And, you know, I love a good twist. There are several good twists. And I believe there is a season 2, and the way season 1 ended, you know I love a good ending, cannot wait to see where they take it for season 2. Such a good show. All right, moving on. Number 8. How could we not mention Tiger King? It was the talk of 2020. Hey there, you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol Baskin here from the Big Cat Rescue. I just love talking like Carol Baskin. I love it. I can't stop it. She was on Dancing with the Stars. I'm hoping Joe Exotic does get a pardon from President Trump. I'm praying for that. I mean, that was the talk all the beginning half of 2020. Tiger King at number 8. Now, number 7, how could I not have number 7? Selling Sunset. Not only in 2020 did we get seasons 2, but we got season 3. We saw Christine's wedding. We saw Chrishell's divorce. I've interviewed all these ladies. They are just as nice in person as they are on the show. I love Selling Sunset because we got double the dose. I'm hoping, I need to text my friends in the show to find out if they're shooting season 4 yet, because I can't wait to see what happens with this wonderful real estate show and all the drama in Los Angeles. All right, number 6. Okay, guys, come on, number 6. Hello, how could I not mention The Masked Singer? We've had 2 great seasons this year. The finale is tonight, by the way, guys. The 2-hour finale. By the way, I watched my screener last night. I've watched the finale already. 7 o'clock tonight on Fox. I know who wins. I know who doesn't. It is a really, really good finale tonight. So you make sure you check out The Masked Singer. And by the way, new show on Fox coming out December 27th. It's The Masked Dancer, which I cannot wait to watch, and we'll be reviewing that in 2021. Masked Singer, finale, tonight. Check it out. It's a great show. Now let's move on. The top 5. Are you ready for the top 5? The top 5. I should be in radio, guys, by the way. The Undoing on HBO Max. here's the reason I put this at number 5. It's a newer show out later this year. Every single episode leaves you with a cliffhanger, and that is my favorite. At the end of every episode, I was questioning what I knew. I could not figure out who the murderer was. I guessed everybody. I love the show. Some people didn't like the ending. I liked the ending. And by the way, this is Nicole Kidman singing the theme song for The Undoing. She is my pal. I did take a picture with her. And I just like to pretend we're best friends. Nicole Kidman. All right, number 4. I love this show, The Great, on Hulu. The Great is fantastic about Catherine the Great. Elle Fanning is amazing. It did get renewed for season 2. I don't know when they're shooting it because, you know, COVID and the restrictions. Love The Great. It is a great show. See what I did there? All right, number 3. How could I not talk about number 3? You know how much I love The Crown. I'll be honest with you, I like The Crown season 4 better than The Crown season 3. This show, I mean, it's a Google show because you have to Google what really happened. It's fiction based on fact, so take it with a grain of salt. But Diana, the Iron Lady, Margaret Thatcher, Olivia Colman is the Queen. Amazing. Number 3 show of 2020, The Crown. And I tell you, I never fast forward through the opening credits because I love this theme song. It makes me feel royal. I wish I was a royal. All right, my number 2 show of the year. Oh my gosh. I love this show so much. S Creek, it was on Pop TV. I got to meet all of the stars at the Critics' Choice Awards last year. They are so nice, and I'm telling you, they wrapped up the entire 6 seasons with a pretty little bow that left the viewers so happy. It was the perfect ending. I laughed. I cried some more, and then I cried because the show was over. They're not doing any more seasons. It was just such a great show, so creative, so new, and you know what I liked about it? It just is in a real-life setting, and the character development over the years was absolutely amazing. All right, guys, we're down to the number 1 show. I need a drum roll, please. The number 1 show. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys so much. The number 1 show on the Rave Review Top 10 list is The Queen's Gambit. Guys, the reason this is number 1 is because it took me by surprise. I did not want to watch the show. I was reluctant. I was like, chess is boring. Why do I want to watch a show about chess? I don't even know how to play chess. This show was so awesome because of the writing, the acting. Anya Taylor-Joy is a delight. And of course, I got to interview Matthew Dennis Lewis and Russell Dennis Lewis, who I love now. I'm friends with them on social media. They are so amazing. I've heard that Anya Taylor-Joy is in if they want to do a season 2, but it's got to be the right story. And I totally agree with that. Do not rush. The script has to be right. But she is stunning. And I love this show so much because I like a surprise. And this show surprised me. It's my number 1 show of 2020. I do want to give a quick honorable mention because technically I couldn't put it in my top 10 list because it wasn't in 2020. Cobra Kai really made waves this year because it was put on Netflix. Season 1 and Season 2 were on YouTube Red, coming out in 2018 and 2019. However, Season 3 starts next year on Netflix, January of 2021. So it will be eligible for a show next year, my top 10 list, because I love Cobra Kai so much. It is my new go-to. I love it. So there it is, my top 10 shows of 2020. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.